Joan of Arc was a young woman from a small French village who became one of the most famous heroes in history. Her story is full of bravery, belief, and heart, and it still inspires people around the world. Here are the top 5 facts about Joan of Arc. Number 1. Joan was just a teenager when she became a leader. Joan of Arc was born around 1412 in a small village called Domremy in France. She grew up helping her family on their farm. She didn't go to school, and she never learned to read or write well. But from a young age, Joan was very religious and spent a lot of time praying. When she was about 13 years old, she said she began hearing voices and seeing visions of saints and angels. These voices told her that God had chosen her to help save France during a terrible war. At that time, France and England were fighting a long war called the 100 Years' War. England had taken over many parts of France. Joan believed it was her duty to help a prince named Charles become the rightful king of France. Even though she was just a teenage girl with no military training, she went to the French court and asked to lead an army. Surprisingly, Charles agreed. Fact number 2. She led a French army to an important victory. In 1429, Joan of Arc wore armor and led French soldiers to the city of Orléans, which was under attack by the English. Her presence gave the soldiers hope and courage. Joan didn't fight with a sword much. She carried a special banner and encouraged the troops. The French army won the battle and drove the English out of the city. This victory was a turning point in the war and made Joan a national hero. Soon after, she helped Prince Charles travel to the city of Reims, where French kings were crowned. Joan stood proudly by his side during his crowning ceremony, proving that her mission was not only about battles, but also about giving hope to her people and restoring their leader. Fact number 3, she was captured and put on trial. After helping Charles become king, Joan wanted to keep fighting to free the rest of France from English control. But in 1430, during another battle, she was captured by enemy forces. Instead of being treated as a prisoner of war, she was handed over to the English. They didn't like how much power and respect she had gained. Joan was put on trial for many strange charges, including dressing like a man and claiming to hear voices from God. The trial was unfair, and the judges were against her from the start. They wanted to prove that she was lying or dangerous. Joan stayed strong and brave during the long trial. She said she was only doing what God told her to do. Number 4. She died young but left a lasting legacy. Joan of Arc was only 19 years old when her life came to a sad end. But even though she was gone, her story continued to spread. Many people in France believed she had been treated unfairly and saw her as a martyr, a person who dies for their beliefs. Years later, a new trial was held, and Joan was found innocent. The church admitted that the first trial was wrong. In 1920, hundreds of years after her death, the Catholic Church made Joan a saint. Today she is known as Saint Joan of Arc and is celebrated as a symbol of courage, faith, and standing up for what you believe is right. Fact number 5. Joan of Arc is remembered all over the world. There are statues, paintings, books, and even movies about Joan of Arc. She is a national hero in France, and her story is told in schools around the world. Many people admire her bravery, especially because she was young, poor, and a girl in a time when women were not expected to lead armies or speak out. Her story shows that someone with strong faith and determination can do great things. Joan didn't come from a rich or powerful family. She didn't have fancy training or experience, but she believed in her mission and followed it with her whole heart. That's what makes her so inspiring. Joan of Arc's life teaches us that anyone, no matter how young or ordinary, can make a big difference in the world. With courage, faith, and the will to keep going, even in the face of great challenges, we can all be heroes in our own way.